All right, what's up, people? What's happening? Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, IFBB PRO and today we're going to be talking about how you can melt your man boobs by spending less time in the gym. Okay, very short, very sweet, right to the point today. So, without wasting any time, I'm going to be recording this podcast very shortly in about 5 seconds, but I want to make sure that okay, so that's there. And we pin this. Cool. In 5, 4, 3. Hopefully. No. We're going to try again. And nope. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? I hope you're having an amazing day and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your returning champion, IFBB Pro, Matt Butala. And today I'll be breaking down where your head needs to be if you're a busy man that struggles to hit the gym before and after work because there's quote unquote not enough time. Okay, so I'm basically going to walk you through what you need to do in order to melt your man boobs, but still have time to live your life. Okay, so if that's something that you struggle with, if that's a problem you have, an issue with when it comes to training, or at least being consistent with training, which is the amount of time that you have to train because you're a family man or you're working a lot, this is the episode for you. Okay, very short, very sweet, right to the point. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that you've heard of the saying, train insane or remain the same, right? And if you haven't, then let me tell you, it's a common saying that goes around in the fitness industry or in the fitness space that encourages people to literally train like animals, spend all the time that they possibly can in the gym for their results. Of course, you want to burn fat, maybe you want to put on muscle, but it's just like this insane level of I'll say not even dedication, I'll say obsession with the gym, and people going over above and beyond and literally taxing their bodies so that they can, or at least so that they think that they're fulfilling this destiny of achieving their dream, which I mean in a sense they are. They're getting closer to getting that body they want, but you don't have to train insane to get to that body or to get a result. It's never insane or not insane for result or no result. The parallel doesn't exist that way. Okay, unless you're some kind of athlete, that's something that you should just completely freaking ignore. Just ignore it. Okay, that saying won't apply to you if you're not an athlete. Straightforward. And it doesn't have to. Why? Well, because you're just a dude with a big gut. Maybe you're a dad, maybe you're not. You work, right? You've got love handles, and maybe you've got some small man boobs because you eat whatever you want. It's not that you overeat. It's not that you are obese, even. Like, you're fat, probably. That's how you get man boobs. But you just kind of got there, right? And this episode is for you people. All right, like this episode is for you. Maybe you just like to use Uber Eats because you don't want to cook and you're just kind of lazy, and that's just kind of why you do what you do. Okay, so that saying, train insane or remain the same, can't apply to you, especially if you decide to like actually get rid of your man boobs and melt them. You shouldn't approach the gym with that mindset of all or nothing or train insane or remain the same, because it's not going to serve you. And you're going to want to, if not, you're going to quit like prematurely. Okay. So maybe that's just you. You're in this position right now because you just didn't pay attention and time did its thing on you, right? Maybe you're a dude that just wants to maintain their size while adding more muscle, right? Not only just for, men that want to lose weight. Okay. But whether you're a dude that wants to burn fat or a skinny fat dude that wants to put on muscle and get rid of that fat, no, none of you guys should really take in that 0 to 100 mindset of going to the gym and like going all the way in or not going at all. There is a space in between that you can live and get results in, and I'm going to be breaking that down with you guys and girls today. Okay, mainly you men. All right. So you're not an athlete looking to turn pro, right? We know that. You just want to burn some fat. So your approach won't be the same, of course. And it doesn't have to be, because you don't have to do this fast and you don't have to do this perfect. All right. Training insane is doing endless amounts of cardio every single week. Like you're thinking about it and you don't want to do it. Your stomach already hurts. You already just don't want to fucking be bothered with hours and hours of cardio. Training insane is spending more than 1.5 hours in the gym every day that you go to the gym minimum, which first of all, 1.5 hours is a long time to be training. It's a long time to be training. Take it from me, right? I train sometimes even 2 to 3 hours on a certain leg day. not all the time, right? You don't need to be in the gym for a really long time in order to get results that you want. That's part of this training insane mantra that people think is like true. Like, oh, if I train insane, I'm gonna get the best results ever in the shortest period of time. And again, you're gonna get really amazing results, but you might risk injury because you're new to it. On top of that, it's not sustainable. If you are busy, if you are hardworking, or if you just not even if you're hardworking, if you've got a job, if you've got anything else in your life going on, and you train for 1.5 hours, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not even 6. I don't even want to say that days a week, or at least if you want to do that and you think that that's what you need to do in order to change your body, no, man. No, you can do a lot more with way less. Okay. Training insane is going so hard in the gym that you get sick each and every single time. Does that ever happen to you? Maybe once in a while you get a little nauseous because you push. But if you are getting nauseous each and every single time that you go for months on end, that's another sign that you're training insane, that you really need to look at the pace of which you're moving forward with your fat loss journey. Training insane is going to the gym more than 5 days a week. You don't have to literally. I sometimes, most of the time, I'm only going 6 days a week if I have a show coming up in my mind and I'm doing this like a year in advance or 2 years in advance, which is all the time. So I go honestly between 4 to 6 days a week, depending on if I need rest, sometimes seven, the seventh day being just a light workout with arms and calves. But the point here is this, guys and girls. I want you to shift your mind from from more is more to less is more, because in a sense more becomes less. How? Because you're going to do a lot more until you can't do it anymore, and now the results that you're going to get from falling off that bandwagon are going to be less than if you were to just work out less. In that situation, you'd be able to get more weight loss off, because in that state you aren't pushing yourself to this unrealistic standard of like how often you need to train, how many hours of cardio you need to be doing, and having those numbers way in the sky. Because nobody can sustain that, not even the best of athletes. There are seasons for them to even go insane. So don't look online and look at these crazy workouts by some of these athletes and think that, okay, well, if I want to get, because this guy's got nice abs, if I want to get rid of my belly, I got to do this workout, and this workout is like fucking 1.5 hours long, and this, that, and the other thing. Change your mindset from doing more to doing less. Because if you can do that, it becomes a bite that is easier to chew and a bite that is easier to swallow. And you can rinse and repeat that action over and over again without much effort. And that's the thing here, repeating over and over again, aka consistency. If you are unable to repeat your practice or to repeat your routine, because it makes you feel super tired all the time, it just kills you. You feel nauseous when you go to the gym. There's not enough time because you're spending more than 1 hour every time. You're not going to get the results you actually want. As confusing and as unfortunate as that sounds, it's true. Okay? If you're just a dude looking to burn 20 to 30 pounds of fat, maybe put on some muscle in the process, you don't need to go that hard. All you need to do is the following. And I'm going to explain right now. All you need to do is this. Number one, whenever you go to the gym to train, only put out 70 to 80% of the energy that you can. Don't always try to go there and make yourself puke. It's not cool. You're not going to, first of all, you probably will be way too sore in every other activity in the rest in your day, in the rest of your day, to actually even give all of your energy. It's not worth spending 100% or 90% energy every time you go to the gym if you're not an athlete. If you want to burn fat, if you want to just build muscle and you are a regular human being, 70 to 80% of pushing your max, or pushing your, pushing that much, 70 to 80% of your perceived difficulty level, is definitely what is going to set you up for long-term success, because it's not too hard to push for 70 to 80, but it also gives really, really amazing returns. When I say it, I'm talking about the gym. Gives really really amazing returns on your fat loss and your muscle building abilities. Excuse me, right? All you got to do is 70% to 80% of your effort in the gym, no more than 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, 2 to 3 times a week. You don't need to be spending 5 days a week in the gym. You don't. You can go 2 days a week. 80% on both days, upper, lower body. Maybe you do a little bit walking because you don't want to do cardio. You hate the treadmill. You don't want to like go to the gym to use the treadmill because you don't have one at home. You can walk. You don't have to do all this extreme shit. You will lose weight doing that. I fucking promise. You will. You will lose weight doing that. Okay. Number 2, do 15 to 20 minutes of low intensity cardio. And this is what I was sort of talking about. I want you to understand cardio itself isn't just treadmills, isn't just bikes, isn't just rollerblades, it isn't just running super hard. Cardio is also walking. Okay? Cardio is also walking. You have to understand that. When you get that in your head, you can it becomes easier to say I can go do cardio for 20 minutes today because you're not thinking of sweating your ass off on a treadmill, suffering, or going to the gym, doing the traffic to get there just to do the cardio, or spending an even longer amount of time in the gym because you have to do your cardio before or after, which to each their own. I'm not saying treadmills are bad. I'm just saying if your excuse is I have no time, and I can't, make these gains because I can't train as hard as I need to in order to get to that result, then these are your solutions. And you need to change the perception around the way you think training works. You can walk 20 minutes at a fairly decent pace and count that as cardio. You can just count steps, even 10,000 steps. It's like a baseline for most people. Okay. Shift your mind from this fucking high level of like intensity of I'm gonna only crush it and kill it and murder it and do the most of everything all the time to I'm gonna do what I can that's going to work because that's what's gonna give you the comfortability to continue to repeat it over and over again without the stress of being worried about doing it, worried about spending the time in the gym, kind of resenting it because you're always tired and you're always stressed. You know the better of the two. It's right there. It's in your face. Last but not least, the third thing, guys and girls, eat less calories than your body burns every single day. Eat less calories than your body burns each and every single day. That is called a calorie deficit. I will repeat this shit to the death of me. You need to be able to track your calories throughout your day. There are apps to do this. One that I'll give you that we use at the Natural Nomad Academy is MyFitnessPal. You open that app up, you pop in the food that you had and the measurements, and it gives you the caloric requirement reading or the caloric reading, the nutritional value and the facts. Granted, it's not the most accurate thing in the world, but it's better than nothing. It's better than not knowing what you put in your mouth. Okay, because if you have a rough idea, you can control the way your body looks. Why? Because, and I always tell this to my clients, I've said this at least a million times on this podcast. What you put on the food scale controls how your body weighs on the body weight scale. Does that make sense? So if you are able to portion and control what you put in your mouth, you'll be able to control the number on the scale. And more importantly, the man or woman in the mirror. Okay. So eat less calories than your body burns every day to get yourself in that state of burning fat. No, that doesn't mean cut out sugar. No, that doesn't mean cut out carbs. No, that doesn't mean no more fucking soda, donuts, pizza, burgers, all that stuff. Maybe for the first 3 to 4 months. If you really struggle with eating junk, 3 to 4 months, slow it down. Eat home cooked meals, give your digestive system a break from all the processed crap. Get your body cleared, lose some fucking weight. Once that weight starts to come off, now you can start to incorporate macronutrients, or at least 20% of the time throwing in some junk. And I talk about that in episode 119. Okay. So if you want to learn how to do that, check it out. It's simple. It's so simple. It might not even seem possible, but it is. All right. And if you do it in a way where you enjoy it, you enjoy the meals that you eat, your schedule is accepting of your gym visits. All right. You'll not only lose that beer belly over the course of months, you'll not only get rid of those man boobs peeking through your shirt, but you'll also be putting on muscle while you burn fat in that comfortable stage of your life where you don't feel too stressed out about moving forward with your fitness journey because it isn't stressful. You don't have that train insane mentality, the all or nothing mentality. All right. Because, okay, put it this way. You burn muscle or you burn fat while you build muscle in an ideal situation. In a situation that is not ideal, which is typically with the extreme end of things where people just crash diet super fucking hard, okay, or completely cut out food groups. First of all, they detest what they put in their mouth. They don't like what they eat, right? Because it's not what they want. It's not what they like. And they're forcing themselves to do something that originally they didn't want to do, right? And that's not going to work. And it might actually work for a little bit, but it won't work for the long run. You will fall off. You will. And I'm not saying that to be a Debbie Downer or like to be negative, but you have to understand that if it's not something you can that you can do without like being stressed about, or that you can think about without even being stressed about, if it's something that you can't do without being stressed about, it's not worth your time. It's not worth your time. Okay? That's it. That's all. Train insane or train intelligent. That's up to you. But we know which one gives you the results that you can keep for life. All right? All right, people. That's all. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Don't forget to screenshot and share this podcast onto your Instagram story, wherever you're watching this, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, wherever it is. Share it out. Tell a friend. Somebody might need to hear this message too. All right? Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. Let's embrace your inner meathead together. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB PRO Matt Butale signing out. Boom. Cool. And my throat is burning. Something happened. Holy shit. Jesus. All right. So to here, TikTok. I'm not gonna read that. Ridiculous. Crazy. Wow. TikTok has got the wildest comments. Like, people gotta grow up, man. All right, people. That is it. That is all. That's the final episode for the week of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. I'll be seeing you guys again next week. Have the best weekend of your fucking life. Peace, love, and protein. We are out. Boom.